Hi friends, welcome to Testing Tutorials Point. This is Lokesh and today we are going to discussing about method overloading. We can able to say method overloading. How we can able to do it for method overloading. And previous video we saw about how to inheritance a parent methods, right? Now we are going to discussing here method overloading. Method overloading is nothing but you can able to say one method is presented class A. You can able to say in a having one function called is a ratio or we can able to say percentage anything. Okay, one function. This particular function can able to work with the standard version is like rate of interest is 5.5. Okay, that particular function can carries this one. If any one other like insurance or like home loans or any bank interests will be there, right? That home loans and all the department is having for ICICI Bank is having for 6.5 and SBI is having for 7.5 like that. But each time class A also creating the ratio a rate of interest and class ICICI also creating for another rate of interest and here also creating rate of interest. But all the places the function is same, correct, right? But to creating like this, we can able to create one bank class and there we can able to create one function. The function name it as a ratio, okay, rate of interest. In that rate of interest, we are going to mention which rate of interest is a default one. Okay. Then if somebody want that particular member, he want to access those particular function, then we can able to extend it. By using the class, we can able to extend that particular function and then we can able to change the return of value, but not the function name or method name. We are not going to change any method name. We are going to make the return type itself. We are going to change the return type. We are not going to change the function name or method name. Okay. That way we can able to implement n number of functions easily. Okay. How you can able to create, and here I'm going to create for class A. Okay. Class A function. It is already having and I can able to use for bank. We can able to create a bank itself. Okay, no problem. And I'm going to use for this bank or rate of interest one first. Okay, r int. R int is a number. Okay, r int is a number that is a default value is 0 interest rate. 0 interest rate. Now I'm going to create one function that is called a ratio and the ratio function return type is a number. Return type is a number. Then my return condition is that particular r int. This dot r int. This is a function. It will return for this particular ratio into. Okay. Now I want to create a class B. Now class B or ICICI. This is a bank. The bank want for the ratio. Okay. For this we need to extends bank class. Okay, in this bank class, what I need to use it? ROI. Okay, that is a number format. But return type, I'm going to make it for return some value that is called 5.5. This is my return. Okay, and now class SBI. Okay, extends bank. Okay, in the bank again, I'm going to use for ratio. In the ratio, I'm going to returning type is 6.5. This is my return value. Okay. Now, if I want to access, we are going to access for all the things. But if you are going to create a SBI bank object, ICICI bank object, anything, you can able to get for different rate of interest. This called method overloading. One function we can able to create one method, then we can able to access. This called a reusable of the code. Without changing any method name, we just going to change for inside a function, uh, which is the function inside that values are there, right? That we are going to change and reuse it. Okay, this way you can able to reduce the duplicate code. And also, if there is any like a bank required, some loans required commonly, name, address, sex, and whether he is a employee or not. Like that, we are going to mentioning a mobile number, his complete details we are going to provide. Whether he is recently done any operations or like when the life insurance is providing, they will ask you this all the topics, right? For this, we all the insurance companies follows the same format. Then we can able to create one insurance class, and there we can able to specify all common variables and common methods in that particular class. Whenever you want to access, just you can able to access by using that particular function name. That is a main advantage here. Okay, now we can able to create here object of that ICIC, and I'm going to create a new ICIC. Okay, this is my object, and that object I'm going to use for console dot alloc, and that I'm going to use for x dot ratio. I'm going to calling that particular function. Even I can able to create a y equal to new SBI. Okay, and here also I can able to use a similar format dot log, and I can able to use for y dot ratio. Okay, y of ratio we can able to access. Now if I'm going to run this particular function tsc, and before running we need to run this particular, we need to compile ts. Once this compilation is done, we need to use for node method one dot js. Now you can see both the cases are coming 5.5 and 6.5. This is a way we can able to do it for method overloading. It's a simplest format, right? You can able to create for one common function into a one particular class, then we can able to extend that particular class, and we can able to implement this one. Okay, I hope it you understand. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, like, and share to your friends and colleagues. Thank you.